Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. I am back in the basement again. Before I run off and go get some stuff done, I figured I would do at least a 5 to 10 minute vlog. I wanted to talk to you guys about something that has been on my mind the past week or so, and I wanted to share with you guys at least a little bit of it, kind of skim the surface. And of course, I'm back in my Meyer uniform, so I was off on Wednesday finally after working for the past 6 days in a row. And of course, you can already guess or know how it feels to work 6 days in a row. It's exhausting. Can't believe I'm already up to 72 subscribers. And the funny thing is, I've barely been doing any vlogs, but that doesn't mean it's always going to stay this way. Just saying. But I wanted to basically get into what was on my mind. So I have been considering leaving the job that I'm at, and there's a reason behind it, and it's actually nothing against Meyer whatsoever. Actually, it's because of the fact that there's just not enough help at my job right now. And it just seems like a lot of stress and a lot of work on just me and two others to do all the work. And so for that reason, I've just been thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, it's time to move on, get a better paying job. Just the pay rate I'm making right now is just not enough without sharing that information, because that's not appropriate to share on YouTube at all, or with the public, just in general. Just the pay rate I'm making at Meyer is not, in my opinion, worthy of staying. And it's not personal against the company I'm with right now. It's called, I know I could do better. And to be honest, I love Meyer. I really do. They've been treating me so well. I've almost been there 3 months, as crazy as it is. Meyer has been so patient with me. The fact that when I was working at Kings Island all those crazy hours, Meyer was very patient. They were very understanding. They put up with it. They didn't give me any absences. They didn't give me any attitude. They scheduled me when they could. I was still making a good income from both jobs. And as soon as Kings Island was done with me for the full operation, I got a 4-day vacation, accidentally actually. And then of course I started working crazy hours between both Meyer and Kings Island. Of course, I've been at Kings Island only on Saturdays, and then I've been at Meyer pretty much Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I wasn't at Meyer at first on Mondays, but yeah, that didn't stay that way. I actually wasn't working as many hours at Meyer at first, but unfortunately, due to the loss, and I don't mean death, I mean just people just quitting Meyer for reasons I'm not going to mention, and just moving on with their lives, it kind of put a lot of strain and stress on those of us who did stay, and just made me think to myself, do I really want to keep putting up with this? And it's not that I have anything against Meyer at all, as I've said numerous times, and the reason why I keep repeating myself is because I want you guys to know that I don't want to leave Meyer under the impression that I have any personal issues against them. I am just working way too hard for the lack of help that we have. So I have been praying very hard, and I've been thinking very deeply And I happened to have a break one day at Meyer. It was like a week or two ago. And I happened to walk into a Chick-fil-A that's right in front of my work. So I went in there on my paid 15-minute break, which is really cool that we have those. And lo and behold, there was a sign on the door that says now hiring, up to $13 an hour. I was like, oh, cool. That would be kind of a fun job to do. So I waited about a week or so. It was like my first day off of 6 weeks. So it was the first time I had ever worked 6 days in a row at Meyer. The first time I had ever worked 40 hours in a week, that is. This will be my second time working 40 hours in a week at Meyer, including the 9 hours or so that I work at Kings Island. So I work about 50 hours a week-ish between the two jobs. I just say 50 just to round it off. Anyway, so I applied for a full-time front of the house employee or whatever. And of course, I didn't hear anything back for a few days. My close friend Josh got a little concerned, said that I needed to sell myself. I should go back the next week and let them know I'm still interested, but really try to push how interested I am. And I thought to myself, oh, I'll give them until next week and see what happens, because sometimes they need a few days to look over applications and stuff like that, and I was right, so I'm kind of glad I did wait. Not that he was wrong by any means, of course he was right. And I got a email and I believe a text message as well saying that they were interested in doing a phone interview with me. I'm like, oh, cool. So I did the I tried to do the phone interview on the Monday, actually. And of course, he accidentally called late because they got behind. And I'm like, oh dear. At first, I thought they forgot. And this is something I accidentally told Josh incorrectly, but I got it clarified the very next day, but I'll get there. So the first day they called late, I actually thought they forgot about me. But truth be told, the next day I got it clarified that they actually were just really behind because they're hiring a lot of people right now, which is something that Josh had told me that Chick-fil-A always needs people. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. So I apologize. I'm always stuffed up when I first wake up, and I woke up late today. I couldn't get to sleep right away, and then of course, I end up waking up at noon today. I'm like, whoa, I just slept half my day away, and I'm already going to be leaving for work soon. And I'm still going to pick up some more medication for myself, over the counter, of course, for personal reasons. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, as I was saying, I did talk to Chick-fil-A the very next day, and this time I did it in the morning, which is what I should have done in the first place. So they spoke to me for about 10 minutes or so. I was laying on my bed in my work clothes, just kind of relaxing, and they seemed to be really interested in what I had to say. Of course, having a background with Publix for almost 7 years really made a difference. And they moved me on to stage 2, which is basically meet with the management at that location, which is right in front of my Meijer. I think it's going to be really interesting working at that Chick-fil-A and having my coworkers come in that I've known for almost 3 months be like, oh, what are you doing here? I thought you worked at Meijer. Kind of left. Like, what? Why didn't you tell me? And I'm going to be like, yeah, I think I'll figure that out on my own. So, yeah, to make a long story short, as of right now, I'm hoping at an in-person interview next week, probably on my day off, if not the morning. I'm by no means going to call out of work. Like, I would not do that, not even for a better job, better paying job, for that matter. I'm trying to figure out why there's a stinking purple light on my glasses. I saw the same thing when I was vlogging last week, and I'm trying to figure out every time I look at myself, like, well, my glasses anyway, what in the world is that purple light? But then again, I'm not worried about it right now. For all I know, it could be the reflection. For all I know, it could be a light illuminating, I should say, from the phone itself. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, to make a long story short, why did I choose Chick-fil-A? Because this is kind of a two-part video. Like, why am I leaving Meijer? Because I want to work in an environment that's gonna have more help, and also just because of the fact that for personal reasons I don't really feel 100% comfortable working in an unchristian environment anymore, and it's been very difficult, even though I've been really trying to share my faith. Because I am the theme park evangelist for a reason, am I not? So, yeah, just something I gotta have to keep working on, you know? It is kind of cool having people recognize me at Meijer that say, hey, I know you from Kings Island. Because, you know, I work over there in the Beast area, so. And hopefully I can get out there next Saturday if I've got nothing else going on until that evening. I'm hoping I can at least run out over there until the early evening, and then just before Haunt, leave, because I really don't want to do Haunt. I at least want to show you guys what the decorations look like, but I'm not interested in Haunt by any means. I actually can attend Haunt for free with my Kings Island ID, which is cool. I don't really have an interest in attending Haunt without somebody I know, like my brother. And TJ is not coming up here for a while, but he does want to come back up here. And I actually know somebody else that wants to come up here, and hopefully that person will be able to come up here and stay with me for a little while. Probably not a whole week like TJ did, but we'll see. But we're not sure as of right now. I'm definitely still going back to Central Florida late next March. I promise that sometime this month I will go over all the trip details. I'm going to show you guys all the different plans I have as of right now. Because now that I have the iPhone, I can show you guys visuals as well as myself as well. And I really like the iPhone because of the fact that I can do so much more with it, as well as, how should I put this? As well as, like, put videos together, and I don't have to worry about ending a video by accident abruptly, and I'm like, there goes my video, it's ruined. So, you know, it's here or there. Well, I really hope that I explained myself quite a bit in this video. I mean, as far as, like, why I want to work for Chick-fil-A specifically, that'll be the last little bit of this video, or vlog, whatever. And the reason why is because I've loved Chick-fil-A my entire life. And Chick-fil-A is a Christian company. They serve amazing food. The atmosphere is incredible. And just being around other people, whether they're Christians or not, that are supportive of working for Chick-fil-A or just like Chick-fil-A food. And there's most of the people that work there have no problem with Chick-fil-A's policies, and even if there's people that do, they're not allowed to publicly say it, especially in the break room, because it's instant termination, as far as I know. And the fact that Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays, which is one of my favorite things about Chick-fil-A, though sometimes I wish that Chick-fil-A would at least open around lunchtime on Sundays, just me personally. But at the same time, you know, as a Christian company, I highly respect the fact that they believe in closing on Sundays, and the fact that I would give me a chance to go to church, do stuff after church, and then come home and just rest. That's something I haven't had a chance to do much over the years. Like, over the 7 years I've worked, just in general, I can tell you right now, I've probably had Sundays off at least 15 times, and that's it. And that's not a lot. Anyways, guys, I'm pretty low on time. I can't look at my watch because I deliberately left it off because I have a bad habit of looking at my watch all the time. So hopefully I have enough time to get to Walgreens really quick, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.